Love is integration. Love is expansion of consciousness. Love is greatest power, creates everything. Love is the only reality. We can give more acknowledgement of how love works. When you expand your consciousness, you can realize instantly how body shift. Your body is relaxed, and when you anchored your energy by giving your attention to Tanden, in other words, Hara, in other words, around second chakra, with that state of your being, you will find your body became more stable and grounded, so that when other people push to you, you will not be moved so easily. When you are present, being a state of expanded consciousness, healing energy will be emanated. When other people resonated with that energy, instantly healing will happen. It might be mentally, physically, emotionally, whatever will happen according to the permission of the person. When you are in present, expanded state of consciousness, in other words, state of unconditional love, you can utilize other people's involuntary muscle, move them according to your intention, such as lifting up the people much more easily who don't have so much muscle energy to raise themselves up. You can use practically your state of well-being and utilize your innate power, because as you tap into the deeper consciousness, which is realm of the higher vibration, realm of the higher self, you are literally utilizing power of higher self, which is higher self is connecting to other beings' higher self. In other words, when you are aligned with higher self, being in the state of expanded consciousness, you are merging with others, activating their higher self, working from the subconscious mind, so-called, utilizing involuntary muscle. You can see the dynamic of it in the martial art, or person manipulate ki, chi energy. Basic of the martial art is using other people's energy by own awareness, which utilizing involuntary muscle of others. It is crucial to be present and have expanded consciousness to become a master of the martial arts. Even though we don't play a so-called martial arts, we are, each of us, learning to be more of being aware of ourselves. That is, ever-expanding awareness. Allow ourselves to live in higher vibration, more of love, more of true self, becoming more of ourselves, more of all that there is like a realizing that connection, regaining the connection with all that there is. Through realizing more of ourselves, more of higher vibration of ourselves, we can access to more of higher dimension, higher vibration, so that we can translate those vibrations into verbally or into visibly. We can deepen the experience of this physical life. In other words, as we are realizing more of all that we are literally activating innate abilities such as so-called telepathy, clairvoyance, telekinesis, teleportation, and so on, according to their theme of life. One of the prominent Japanese physicists met the lady who used to work for the secret Russian project of UFO. She told him that she was working with extraterrestrial being and she was taught technology of operating UFO, how to fly them by telepathy. And at the time, they were successfully able to make 2 of UFOs, but none of their staff worked for the project were able to fly them, operate UFO that they made without help of ETs. And then ET suggested to ask certain people who lived in village of Anastasia, and they asked them, and then they made it. This Japanese physicist asked her whether he could also receive the message from ETs by telepathy. And she told him that unless you can feel and understand other living forms around you, such as plants, minerals, other animals. How come you can receive the message of ETs? Operating flying saucer takes love. You need compassion and connection with each parts consist of the UFOs, which are consciousness, which are living being. Most of the human beings can't keep up with the state of the being for less than 2 minutes. Actually, there's a book called Anastasia, the Ringing Setters of Russia. There was a short passage about UFOs. It was explained a little bit. Source of the energy for UFOs fly is made out of microorganisms that are full of in the space. They call it free energy. Whether the stories are fictions or not, we can be inspired for our expansion of consciousness. We knew that free energy invented long time ago, and different people have keep inventing it, but still not be utilized fully yet. We can sense that utilizing free energy is directly connected to our expansion of consciousness, realization of our truth, which is love, unconditional love, realizing more of connection with all that there is, including physical and non-physical, realizing of the truth of oneness, one consciousness, life itself, only one energy, so that each of us can receive more of information from higher self, which connected with all that there is, and each of us can do their own part with joy and an excitement, and we can share our own unique talents and express their gifts freely, boldly, joyously. We can literally create brighter, greater future. The key is realization of yourself, being aware of yourself, that is unconditional love, that brings you renewed strength, inspiration, aliveness, keeps you move forward, create beautiful creation.